Listen, man, no one's gonna tell you this, but I will. Nobody out there is gonna sit you down and tell you the truth. They'll feed you soft lies, little half comforts, things to protect your ego. But the truth burns. And sometimes, it's the only thing that can set you free. And the truth is this: she's not into you. Her body language is screaming it. Her silence is screaming it. And the sooner you learn to hear it, the sooner you stop bleeding yourself out for women who don't deserve your time. Most men, they don't see it. They don't want to see it because it's easier to live in the fantasy than it is to confront reality. It's easier to convince yourself that she's just busy or shy or not ready yet than it is to accept that maybe she just doesn't want you. But deep down, you know, you've always known. Every man has felt it at least once. That pit in your stomach when you send a message and it takes her hours to reply. That tension in the air when you're around her and she's distant, closed off, distracted. That fake laugh she gives you when you can tell she's not really there. It's all written on her body. And once you train your eyes to read it, once you accept what it really means, you'll stop chasing. You'll stop begging. You'll stop wasting years of your life trying to light a fire in a woman who's already cold inside when it comes to you. This isn't about tricks. This isn't about manipulation. This is about clarity. This is about looking at the signals she gives you, stripping away your denial, and stepping into your masculine self-control. Because the man who can detach, the man who can walk away when a woman's body language screams, "I'm not into you," that man is untouchable. Here's the first thing you have to understand. Women rarely reject you with words. Not at first. They reject you with silence. They reject you with indifference. They reject you with 1,000 small signals that most men choose to ignore. Why? Because women don't want to be the villain. They don't want the confrontation. They don't want to hurt your feelings. So instead, they hope you'll just get the hint. But here's the cruel part. Most men never do. A man can look at a woman's crossed arms, her phone in her hand, her eyes drifting around the room, and he'll tell himself, "She's just shy. She's just having a bad day." No, brother. She's not shy. She's not tired. She's not busy. She's just not into you. A woman who's into you will make it obvious. Her eyes will light up when you walk in the room. She'll lean in when you speak. She'll find excuses to touch you, to be close to you, to keep the conversation alive. She'll laugh a little too hard at your jokes. She'll make space for you in her world. When she's into you, her body pulls toward you like gravity. When she's not, everything is different. Her arms fold, her feet point away, her smile fades. She avoids eye contact. Her energy feels heavy, like you're dragging her along. But here's the painful truth. Most men don't want to admit that difference, because to admit it means to accept rejection. To admit it means to face the fact that the fantasy in their head is a lie, and that's the first battle you have to win, the battle against your own denial. You see, man, there's a reason you keep ignoring the signs. It's not just blindness, it's attachment. You've already built a picture of her in your mind. You've already imagined what it would be like if she chose you. You've already started investing energy, time, emotion into this story. And once a man builds a story in his head, he'll do anything to protect it, even lie to himself. That's why you'll ignore her body language. That's why you'll take crumbs of attention and convince yourself they mean something. That's why you'll sit there, waiting, hoping, convincing yourself that if you just say the right thing, if you just wait long enough, she'll change. But women don't change for men they don't want. And this is the part most men never accept. Attraction is not logical. It's not earned. It's not bargained for. It's felt, instantly, deeply. And if it's not there, no amount of effort will create it. You can't convince her body to want you. You can't negotiate her desire. If she doesn't feel it, she doesn't feel it. And her body will tell you before her words ever do. Let's talk about patterns, because the truth is always in the pattern. One late reply? Maybe she's busy. One night she's distant. Maybe she had a bad day. But if it's a pattern, if she's always distracted, always avoiding, always too busy, always giving you the minimum effort, then you have your answer. Her body language is consistent. Indifference leaves a trail. She keeps checking her phone when you're with her. She avoids sitting too close. She gives you side hugs instead of pulling you in. Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. She pulls away when you lean in. She's not cruel. She's not evil. She just doesn't want you. And here's the lesson. Indifference is the loudest rejection you'll ever receive. The problem is, most men don't hear it. Now here's where everything changes. Most men live their lives chasing women, chasing validation, chasing the fantasy of being chosen. But the strongest men, the men who truly master themselves, they don't chase, they observe, they decide, they walk. Self-control means this. When you see the signs, when you feel her body pulling away, when you notice her indifference, you stop. You don't push, you don't beg, you don't argue with reality, you accept it and you walk. That's power. Because here's the secret. Most women are used to men ignoring the signs. They're used to men clinging, begging, chasing even harder. So when you're the man who simply walks, you separate yourself from the crowd. You show her and yourself that your value doesn't depend on her attention. You show her that you can detach, that your self-worth isn't tied to her smile. And maybe, just maybe, that's the first time she actually notices you. Not because you're trying to manipulate her, but because she sees you as what you are, a man who doesn't need her. That's the essence of masculine self-control. You might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? Why spend so much time learning to read body language, learning to detach? Because this isn't just about women, it's about life. The man who can't accept rejection will spend his entire life chasing things that aren't his, chasing women who don't want him, chasing jobs that don't fit him, chasing friends who don't respect him. But the man who can see clearly, who can hear what's really being said without words, who can walk away when something isn't right, that man is free. He doesn't waste years of his life bleeding into dead ends. He doesn't trap himself in relationships built on hope instead of reality. He doesn't bend himself into shapes just to be tolerated. He moves, he detaches, he redirects his energy toward what actually matters, and that changes everything. So here's the truth, man. If her body language is screaming she's not into you, believe it. Don't argue, don't beg, don't wait around hoping she'll change. She won't. And the moment you accept that, the moment you choose to walk with self-control and clarity, you reclaim your power. You stop living for scraps. You stop waiting for women to validate you. You start standing in your own worth. That's the transformation. That's the shift. So the next time you're with her and you see the way she looks away, the way she folds her arms, the way she gives you nothing, listen to it, hear it, accept it, and walk. Because the man who can walk away is the man who is never truly rejected. He chooses himself, always. Remember this, brother. Clarity is freedom, and freedom is strength. Don't chain yourself to women who don't want you. Don't waste your fire on cold hearts. Walk with self-control, and you'll never lose yourself again. If this message hit you, if it opened your eyes, then the next video is waiting for you. Go watch it, because this path doesn't end here. It's only the beginning.